Good day, my koala crew, and welcome back to the corner of Remnant. I'm your host, Larissa, and joined by co-host Emperial Dawn.
Hi.
And today we were discussing Chapter 2 of RWBY Volume 7. Yes. So, we're back, and, yeah, I lost my train of thought what I was going to say. Great start. Hey, I'm still drinking coffee. I'm really sleepy, okay.
I'm drinking chonk.
I've got one or two. Haha.
Nice. Yeah, so we're discussing episode 2 this week. Hopefully everything's a bit better. Audio-wise, it should be. Hopefully.
Yep, your mic sounds good.
On.
Yep, mic sounds better.
Webcam could be better, but
yeah,
I literally have the stream up and Skype and that's it, so don't know what else to tell you.
There's always something.
But I will say, I didn't have internet from Monday to Wednesday, so there was a possibility that this might not have happened this week.
Oh no.
But sorted it out, thankfully. What a surprise. You sit there and you try ask the internet provider, how can we get this fixed?
Yep.
2 days, you get no response. You try to pay the bill, they'll let you can get through to them in 1 second.
Yep, of course, because they get money.
And they'll fix the problem. So, because we weren't sure if it was a bill thing. We thought it could be.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless, done. We're here now. We're here to discuss episode 2, and hopefully it'll all be very good.
Yes. Well, yeah, you're definitely not a robot this time, no.
It made sense. At least it worked with me.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
And I went back, and it wasn't too bad. I thought it was actually more funny than it was annoying. But
yeah, that's like I said, look, it's not that bad. Let's just continue on with it. Yeah. So anyone watching that stream for the first time is like, he sounds really weird, but
for clarification, the second we turned off the stream, I plugged my mic in better, and it fixed the problem immediately.
It did.
Look, weeks before this, I touched my mic, and it would go 10 times worse than it was last.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want to fiddle with it at all. Hey Charlie, thanks for coming in.
Hey Charlie. So one thing I didn't mention last week as well, well, I don't think I mentioned it, was that we have Dawn's art back on the overlay in the corner there. I might have to keep fiddling with it because hair is massive. So when it switches to the other two art pieces, they're probably going to be really small. So it's a work in progress.
I'll fiddle with it next week. Make sure I send her the proper ratioed files. I'm sorry, it's portrait versus landscape. It's confusing. It's a thing.
There you go. There's tiny watts.
Tiny watts. tiny watts. It's not that bad actually. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, to be fair, if you went to my DeviantArt on Twitter, you'd be able to see the full versions and it wouldn't matter because they'd just be a big, nice quality as Zephyr. So you should go and do that.
Wink.
Hashtag plug, hashtag there.
Well, we've got them on the overlay as well. So webcams there, you can see our links. So Don's DeviantArt is there. And the art pieces that are going to be on the Corner Remnant streams are the 3 art pieces that he's posted during the week as well. Yes.
Much like the stream, they might be spoiled. That's also if anyone who comes to my Twitter or DeviantArt, spoiler warning for first members.
Yes.
As the stream is as well. Obviously, by the time if you're watching this on YouTube, the episode will be out on Rooster Teeth first.
Yep.
Do you link the episode in the description?
I do with my RWBY reactions. I can't remember if I did with the Corner Remnant, but I can try and remember to do that. Yes.
Rooster Teeth, when you see this on YouTube, and the episode will be available for anyone to watch. Account first or not, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if you want to watch these live, they are streamed the day before the episode goes out for the public. So if you are a first member or if you're not too concerned about spoilers, you can definitely watch it live on Twitch, and then I'll post them on YouTube 24 hours later. Yep.
And if you're not watching live and you're not watching on YouTube and you're watching on Twitch VODs, you're the middleman. And good for you. Good for you. I'm a Twitch VOD man. I'm a hashtag. Wow, what is it? Hashtag VOD crew? No, there's a...
What crew?
There's like a saying for someone who watches Twitch, but in VOD forms, like hashtag...
Oh, I haven't heard of it before.
VOD something. I'm not sure. I can't remember. VOD Squad or something like that.
VOD Squad?
I think VOD Squad. I think that's correct.
Yeah, VOD Squad sounds good. Yeah, I keep the VODs on the Twitch channel as well, so I'll be making them into highlights so they stay on the Twitch channel, and they're in their own little playlist thing called Collections on Twitch. Yeah.
So I think that's all the formalities out of the way.
Well, one thing I'll mention as well, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering where the hell my reaction is, it may be blocked. So I uploaded it early. I said, I'm going to be efficient. I uploaded it early. It didn't get claimed or blocked. So it's just sitting there. I emailed fan projects. I haven't heard from them yet. But I was like, please claim the video. Claim it, please. Because I know what's going to happen. And what happened, I think it happened last year, or maybe it was RWBY Volume 4. But either way, it got blocked as soon as it went public. Now, I'm scheduling it for 3 a.m. in the morning, so I'm not going to find out until I wake up, probably, 9 o'clock, and I'm probably going to have all these messages. We can't watch it, it's blocked. So.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess maybe with music it's different, because whenever I upload a video, it always immediately gets claimed.
Yeah.
But I guess it's different between video and audio. Like, audio is almost always picked up, whereas video needs to be reviewed in a sense. I guess maybe it's how it's working.
Normally it gets picked up within 10 minutes of it being uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And just for some reason, I think because I uploaded it too early. Yeah, when my video got claimed, it didn't get blocked, so maybe that will happen. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping.
Well, yeah, that's the best case scenario. That it's claimed, it can go out publicly, it doesn't get blocked, and then all's well that ends well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I am planning to do a video about all the whole RWBY blocked and what to do and stuff at some point as well.
I believe one of their managers or someone did come out and just say, like, there's a lot going on this year in terms of the review process, so it's just going to be a bit harder this year than it has previous years for reasons.
And there's even more people doing reactions and other RWBY content as well.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, is that each year,
it's
more
too
people
many.
get in. Although people say less people are getting into the fandom, because people say, oh, I'm dropping RWBY this year. Like, you're not.
There's still a lot of people doing fan projects containing RWBY content. Yeah,
and of course, as more people obviously come in each year, as more people get into the fandom.
Yep.
Of course, we're here 3rd year strong.
Woohoo!
Or Lisa's here 4 years strong with her reactions, I believe.
Yes.
4th year doing reactions, 3rd year of live streams, of course.
Less employees review them, because that's the thing when it gets blocked, which is the whole YouTube content ID thing. So when it gets blocked and you put your dispute through or email fan projects, it has to get manually reviewed by someone. So you can imagine there's hundreds and hundreds of videos going through with disputes and things for them to review each and every single one of them. So it's time.
I feel like I could be wrong. I feel like, was that a bit of shade, Charlie, at the 50 people that?
Probably.
Yeah. Ooh, I saw that. I got that. almost under the radar there. Oof. Yeah, but possibly that could be to do with it as well.
I just thought of a new sound effect idea for the streams. And when in chapter 1, when Yang kicked the drone into the it got kicked by the bicycles.
Yeah,
oof.
the oof.
Oof! I should make an oof sound effect.
That was a good oof. I don't know if we mentioned it last week, but that was a good oof.
That was a good oof. I had to look at adding that as a sound effect. I think that'd be great, because we do have for those who are watching on the stream at the moment. So we do have the sound effects as well. The RWBY sound effects, which are turned on. All other sound effects, of course, are off. It's just the RWBY ones that are on for today. Yes. So feel free to use those as well, of course. We probably should get into the episode.
Yep. So just lastly, anyone who's watching live, watching on YouTube, etc., any and all support is appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you are watching on YouTube, and if you comment down below, we will reply to you. I didn't check it this week.
I think there was only one comment. No, I was keeping an eye on them, but I got swamped with all the reaction comments, so...
So thank you all for any and all support. Really appreciate it. We love just discussing it amongst ourselves, and anyone who wishes to join in, it is very, truly, very much appreciated.
Yes.
One last thing. Neither of us have really watched the episode back recently. At least I haven't.
I watched twice since my reaction, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I watched it obviously on the Sunday when it came out.
Yeah.
I watched it throughout the day just so I felt like rewatching it while I was drawing and stuff. And then Monday, internet was dead. And then Wednesday finally got fixed. Thursday finally got fixed. And I think I maybe went back and watched it once for some references for more drawings. So it's not super in my head. But we'll try to go through it as best we can.
Yeah, it was just one of those episodes that you didn't need to rewatch like several times. Like chapter 1, I rewatched probably maybe 5 or 6 times because I really enjoyed watching it. Chapter 2, I've only seen it maybe 3 times. So yeah.
That being said, I thought it was a really good episode.
It's still a good episode. It's just
for what it was.
Yeah.
Obviously, big shout out to Chrissy. I never remember the name. The new writer who is
yes,
the lead writer of this episode.
Yes.
Of this episode, and also Connor, who directed some of the episodes from last season,
Yeah.
did his first episode here. Again, all things considered, I thought it was really good. You know, one of my favorite episodes in RWBY was actually episode 2 of last volume. Where Oscar was talking about Lionheart and Jin's reveal and stuff. So I felt this had a very similar vibe. You know, a lot of dialogue and stuff.
It was a very dialogue-heavy episode, which was good. It was
not like you know,
it wasn't filler. It was necessary.
With like, you know, not seeing Ironwood in so long, but yet we needed an episode to really remember this is a guy that is really established in the story, even though we haven't seen him for 2 volumes. You know. You know, a lot of people say Winter was really, really like overdue, which I wouldn't say she's overdue, but you know, definitely needed the time for those two to reconnect, needed a bit for the Aesops, needed the villains to kind of reestablish. So I really like it.
This episode is setting the scene of what we are to expect for the volume. It's it was showing what Ironwood's plans were, what the plans are for the team, as well as of course seeing the villains there at the end as well. So it's really setting the scene for the next few episodes of the volume. So it was very necessary, and it was really interesting as well. Corey says chapter 2 didn't really have replay value of the first episode, but that happens with exposition episodes. Important, but nothing really to watch again. Exactly. Yeah.
But there are definitely neat little details if you go back and watch certain expressions. There's a lot of things because there's a lot of dialogue. Seeing everyone's different expressions to everything is something really good that Volume 6 did. Is that whenever someone went to say something, you'd often see someone in the background about to say the same thing, but stop themselves, which kind of gives every character kind of like gives you an idea of what every character wants to say in the moment without overfilling the episode of dialogue. It was really good. Just see like the expressions on the faces, the looking at each other, all that sort of thing was really interesting as well. There was a few looks, a few glances, stuff like that were really interesting.
And I like the little anime effects as well. Chris groaned when he watched it, but like the Penny showing them through the academy at the end. Those little things.
Stylized, you either love it or you hate it. I wasn't a big fan of it at first. I don't mind it now. But
I like it.
I was like, because there were. You wasn't sure exactly what they were going for a few seconds. Then you see Penny pop up at different points. It's like, oh, okay, I get what they were going for. It
reminds me a lot of like the original sort of three volumes as well. Just those nice little anime effects that you get occasionally. Also like the sound effects with the guy in the van jumping up and down, you know, ranting about Robin Hill and everything. The boing, boing, boing.
I love Forrest. I know some people thought he was a bit heavy-handed, but I loved Forrest.
So you're saying it's Forrest, is it? I didn't look at the... I was going to go back over the credits.
His name's Forrest. Voiced by Eric Baudor, if you're a fan of Achievement Hunter or Rooster Teeth Broadcast and stuff. Very recognisable voice, especially in recent years. Very funny man. And, like, it's a perfect character for him, too, if you know him. I thought it was really cool. I'm annoyed that it took me a few days to realise Happy Huntresses was a reference to Mary
I thought they said Harpy. And I was like, Harpy? And then realised, you see my reaction, I'm like, what? What did he say?
Like, I think I might have thought something similar, but obviously Happy Huntresses.
Happy Huntresses, Merry Men.
Robin Hill to Robin Hall. Yeah, so I'm done.
Robin Hood. It pulled me out of the episode when I first saw it, but I do like all the stylized stuff they've been doing this volume. I like the little effects that you get every now and then. Like, it's not over too much, it's just nice little subtle hints, and it gives a little bit more comic effect to the episode when this was quite a serious episode.
And that's the thing too, like when there's a downtime, they're going to add those things in to kind of make those scenes, because again,
make it a bit lighter,
makes those scenes more memorable.
It does.
Worse, it just, you know, because again, everyone in this is going to remember the Ironwood talking with the Team RWBY things, but because of those little points, the stylization and Forrest's weirdness, you're going to remember the start and end of the episode.
Definitely.
So of course we're flying up to Alice, you know, most of them think they're going to jail, you know.
Forrest is like, this is not the police station.
One of the things I'm going to reference here is referring to the Kaido Dan's review, because he's the only review in this episode. So if I say, like,
we need to go watch that.
If I say people's perception or like a negative thing, it's because he mentioned it was a negative thing. So I trust his evaluation of the fandom.
Kaido Dan's reviews are amazing, so you definitely should go check him out. That Kaido Dan, he's awesome, and they're really, really good. I've been really bad. I really need to go back and watch him. But yes. I haven't had time to watch YouTube videos. I haven't even watched reactions. I'm so just don't have time.
I'm gonna get so far behind on YouTube videos right now because I'm trying to play Pokemon and not get spoiled, because I follow like 50 different Pokemon YouTubers, and they're just so. Anyway, RWBY.
Yes, RWBY.
Yeah, but no, I love it. Like he thinks he's so proud and loyal, and he's such a great man. It's like he threw a brick at a ship. Just as a protester.
That was so funny.
That was funny. I love seeing. I think I might have mentioned it last episode, but I love seeing like the human Atlas guards, like back to Volume 2 and 3.
Yes.
I love the nostalgic throwbacks to them, those designs. And
I just like the subtle things with them, like with them putting the window up as Forrest was ranting. Like when they're in the elevator, you can see him sort of look at RWBY when she was saying we need to be careful with what we say. I just like those little things. And also like their reaction when Winter said, like, if you don't get those handcuffs off them, you got 10 seconds. And I thought, ooh.
I definitely like that.
Yeah.
That line, I wasn't a big fan of that line, and I don't think I still am.
The Winter line?
Yeah, like the vibe, it's winter, I get it, that's all awesome. I just think the line of 10 seconds before I start hurting you.
Yeah.
I personally probably would have written that a tiny bit differently, but that might be more of a personal preference. Like, you have 10 seconds before, I don't know, start hurting. I just think the start hurting you wasn't a good line.
Yeah. It could have been worded a little bit differently, but yeah.
Yeah. I get that. I don't mind it, but I'm saying just a little nitpick.
Yes.
There for me.
But...
I loved Blake, like standing up for RWBY and stuff.
Yes.
People still lose their minds, RWBY and Blake, and I'm just like, guys, there have been moments.
Yeah, I really like that in the elevator when Blake said, "We'll follow your lead, RWBY." I'm like, I really like that line, and just the way she said it as well. I was like, oh.
Or even the hug back in Volume 6. Like, they've had moments, guys.
They have, absolutely.
Just trying to.
Yeah, I really like the interaction in the ship. Like when they're flying up to Atlas and Forrest was ranting and saying everything, and then when they saw Atlas and some of them went, "Oh, look, it's so pretty," and Weiss is like, "Don't let that fool you." Like, oh, poor Weiss.
Even Forrest, it's like, it's like, well, yeah, well, I mean, you can say all this kind of stuff, but you're a Schneet heiress,
living comfortably in Atlas.
Yeah, which I mean, isn't unfair. Granted, Weiss has had worse struggles than people on the surface realize, but at the same time, it's like, still compared to, because Atlas, when they're on Mantle, Weiss was as confused as the rest of them. She didn't know much.
No, she's like, I didn't think it was this bad, sort of thing. Like, she had no idea how bad it was.
We got another line from Nora.
Yes.
Referencing Mantle. Maybe this might be a bit more of a stretch than the last episode. But again, like the people in Mantle are hurting. She was the one to say that.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Rather than anyone else, so... Obviously, Weiss and Yang also made points as well, but...
I wonder if Neon will be a happy huntress.
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's an interesting point, because, one, I think the happy huntresses is not going to be brought up again. I think that was a one-off line.
Oh, I think we will see it again when we eventually meet Robin Hill.
Yes, but I don't think they're actually going to be called the happy huntresses.
Oh.
I think that's more like a...
That's what they're referred to. Yeah,
people have called them that, and that's a joke on the Merry Men. Not necessarily... They are actually called the Happy Huntresses.
That's what people refer to them as, I suppose.
That's when that's a propaganda name in a sense.
Yeah.
Standing up, we're Happy Huntresses and stuff.
One of those days sing and dance.
That is really funny because I've said that before and I'm like, oh, that's so dumb for this reason, this reason. But Flint and Neon, Team Funky could have been fourth year students.
Yeah, we don't know what year. No.
If they were first, second, or third.
No.
So they actually could be, and it would make sense. Neon is obviously a faunus. Flint doesn't like the Schnee Dust Company, therefore probably isn't a big fan of Atlas.
Yes, he may be from Mantle. No.
Yeah, so Funky actually could be of the Happy Huntresses. But that's something I've gone back and forth with personally on that because of. But then you have to realize again, yes, they could have actually been fourth year students during the Vital Festival. Therefore, they're now graduated huntsmen. Yep. It's just, you assume that they're first or second year.
Yeah.
Because we only met first or second year students.
Yes. We don't know. Yeah.
Break his legs.
Thank you for the host, to Maxif.
I don't want broken legs.
To my 14? No, I don't know.
Toma 14.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Man, whenever we get raids or alerts, I lose my track so easily. Like,
especially now you can hear it as well.
Yeah, because it's the first season that I can actually hear all the alerts and stuff. So.
That's quite funny.
I
forgot to Wait, I forgot to update the topic thing. So you chat away, I'll fix it.
I loved Atlas Academy. I loved the aesthetic. I loved the design of the city. I'm not sure if a lot of the sets are 3D or 2D, but they do a great job of conveying 3D if they are just 2D mats. Yeah, because I've seen a few people, Weston Jones, I believe. Apologies if that's incorrect. Who does a lot of the matte drawings, matte paintings for the background shots. For Mantle and Atlas, like the shot when they flew in, like at the start when they flew in, you see Atlas, the big floating city.
Yeah, I love that.
That's not it might be now, but at the time it was just a 2D image. It wasn't like a 3D set.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much of what we've seen so far is 3D and 2D, but it's good enough to where I think it's all 3D. So, yeah.
I just really like the contrast. Like we saw, Mantle was very dark, and it was just very dark and very empty as well. Like all the streets were pretty much empty. Well, with Atlas, as we're flying over, it's very bright and very shiny as well, and everything, and very pretty like as well. So very interesting contrast between Atlas and Mantle.
To quote Crow from the world of Remnant of Atlas,
yes,
it was clear that Mantle was living in Atlas's shadow.
Oh, yep. Actually, literally.
Very literally sense.
Yes.
It also makes sense why Mantle is darker, because it's probably literally underneath the shadow of... It's only a model. I keep losing my train of thoughts. I'm really excited to see Atlas in the day.
Yes.
We've only seen it at night.
We've only seen it at night,
I'm really curious to seeing it in the day.
Yes.
Very curious.
Yes. So... yeah, it'll be really interesting to see, and also just see them hopefully walking around Atlas and what it's like walking around the streets of Atlas compared to Mantle too.
I'm just happy that we walked around Atlas Academy and we saw Atlas students.
Yes.
You know, again, I'm happy with what they did with Mistral. I'm not mad with what they did with Mistral. It's fine.
And also
cool,
like,
but it's refreshing to actually see the Academy this time.
Yeah, and in Mistral the Academy was closed as well.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know, there's an argument to be made. You know, why did they story-wise make that choice?
Yeah.
Did they want to be lazy with it, or was this like a directly story-driven choice?
I think it was all to do with Lionheart's decisions and everything. Why the school was closed.
I think so. But there are some people who would say they did it just because that means they have less work to do.
True.
Which I disagree, but that could be a fair point.
But there's a lot of things
it's possible
that would have made it a bit more tricky if the Academy wasn't closed, like the fighter course at the end of the volume in the big hall. If the Academy wasn't closed, then other students couldn't got involved. So yeah, but looks Atlas is definitely seeming to be up and running, and really awesome just to see what this Academy looks like.
It is beautiful. Not as I said, don't let that deceive you, but it is actually quite.
It's very pretty though. Like I said in my reaction, there's not a lot of warmth. It's just very.
No, it's very cold.
Very cold, but but it's just like it's very. It was a bit like with the Chenille Manor as we saw as well. It was beautiful, but it was very empty, very cold. There wasn't a lot of warmth and everything. It's all cool shades of colours. There's no real warmth in there.
Alice is almost different from, almost the opposite from the Chenille Manor, where it's cold, it's heartless, but it's not. It's not empty though. It's completely the opposite. It's like there's no room. Like, whereas the Chenille Manor is sad because there's so much room for love and warmth and all the stuff, and there isn't one there.
Yeah.
But with Atlas, there's no room for warmth at all. There's no space.
Yeah.
There's no room for anything, which is like a contrast.
Very
to
stark.
Mistral, and also the Chenille Manor as well.
Because Mistral's all bright colours as well. Like when we saw those small little snippets of the actual city and everything, it was very bright and colourful. And whereas with Atlas, it's not. It's very sort of very dark and very stark.
Well, I think Mistral was very contrasting because we did see the scenes with Crow walking around.
Yes.
Where, it was very bleak. It was very bland.
There was some bleak parts, and then
with Sindar was also very bleak and dark. Granted, those were both on rainy days. Must rain a lot of Mistral, which makes sense considering its connection to nature and stuff. That would make sense. It's very rainy. But
Atlas Academy, formerly Alcius. I think that's correct. So we go in, get the elevator, we run up, and we run into Penny again already. Yay! So glad you're here.
the thought did go through my mind. It's like so the Aesops and Penny, they're all already back at the Academy, but that might be nitpicky to say that everyone got back there very quickly, but again, that could be very, very nitpicky.
Sorry, I had to giggle with that. Spiders.
I didn't hear the spiders.
Didn't you hear it?
No, Skype's being a bit iffy, so I can kind of hear the alerts and stuff. I can hear Larissa fine, thankfully. So yeah, we get Penny, we get Winter. Winter's model is really interesting because obviously in the displays, you know, it was very kind of basic and stuff because it was, you know, in the holograms and stuff.
The holograms,
but now we're seeing it in full, and Winter has this really unique beauty in her character model that we haven't seen before, and particularly her eyes.
Yes.
Obviously she has the new eyeliner, which our characters will be getting once they get the new models. They have a new eye kind of design and stuff.
Of course you'll notice that.
Of course I would. The one thing I can do as an artist is eyes and eyelines. That's the one thing I'm confident I can do myself. We don't know how. So Atlas was actually saying everyone. Maybe they just. That's true. Maybe that's true. Like Aesop's could have returned quickly, but you know Penny went and did her thing when we went back to the academy and stuff.
Yeah.
But then there was a council meeting as well. So anyway, again, nitpicky and stuff. Yeah. So with Winter in particular, she's the only character I've seen so far in RWBY where her. I don't know how I'm going to explain this and convey what I'm trying to. I know what I'm saying, but
out to speak.
So with RWBY eyes, they have the background colors.
Yeah.
They have the foreground colors, like just under the eyes, like where it's brighter, and then the pupils. So the 3 layers to the eyes. Winter's the only character so far where the foreground is actually darker than the background. Okay. So if you go look, her eyes are a very light blue. Then under the pupil, it's a much darker shade of blue than the pupil. Most of the time, we go dark, light pupil. Yeah. But with Winter, it's light, dark pupil. So it makes her eyes really stand out much more thoroughly. If you go look, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you actually look at it. So that immediately made Winter very like beautiful, obviously, just because that's such a striking difference. Again, artist talk, of course. I love that the gravity dust cuffs, you can actually hear the gravity dust when they took them off. Yep. Like those little sound effects. Winter and Weiss's reaction was really good. Obviously at first, you know, it's just like, you know, Winter, Weiss, the kind of shock. Then we go into the hug in a little bit. Everyone gets brought into Ironwood's chamber. Yeah, and Ironwood's very apologetic with what happened. Very apologetic, yeah, like Yang, you know, obviously, like, you know, we really didn't seem like we were all that welcomed. It's like, well, you came in a stolen airship. Well, that's it. It's like, well, you know, we thought it might have been stolen, and we was like, I really did like Winter's reaction because I was really curious how they were going to handle Winter's reaction because, you know, obviously she's not going to be happy to see Weiss in a physical sense, you know, like she's not going to. You know, like, so I'm glad that, you know, it was, you know, frustration that, you know, you stole an Atlas airship. You could have been shot down and then hug, and then it's like, well, fine, I guess I understand. Well, Weiss was like, I'm sorry I worried you, you know, and I was like, oh. But one thing I want to mention too, when RWBY said about the ship being stolen, if you watch Ironwood very carefully, he actually giggles. He chuckles. I'm like, that's funny. There's quite a few times where Ironwood chuckles. Yeah. Throughout this whole is nice scene. To see. It really shows his character, and yeah, it makes it seem like the hug at the end of the scene. Yes. Make more meaning because, you know, Ironwood. This is the first time that Ironwood's really been able to kind of sit back and enjoy, you know. Like, well, he's happy to see them, and that's the thing. I think he's just happy to have the company and see them that they've got all this way and have people to bounce his ideas off. He knows, you know, this is like, you know, this is one of the standout teams. You know, we learnt from the Team Coffee book. Yeah. That, you know, each year, you know, there is a main team. There is like, you know, everyone thought it was going to be Pyrrha's team, ended up being RWBY's team, ended up being both. Yes. You know, so Ironwood knew that this was Ozpin's, you know, main team of the year. You know, he knew that. You stole it from Calavera, probably. So... You mean Cordovan. Maria's Calavera. Yeah, I get them surnames mixed up a lot, actually. So... I keep losing my train of thought. Sorry, I interrupted you there. No, you're fine. Yeah. But Weiss hug. You know, like, these characters know everything, you know. Yeah, so it's just cool that, like, you know, like, this is the girl that he gave the arm to, you know, this is the one that that RWBY who helped him learn about Mountain Glen. Yeah. You know, obviously he knows Weiss and stuff, you know, poor Blake and Atlas is just like, Pietro doesn't
Oh,
recognize
good, Charlie.
Ironwood doesn't really have a thing with Blake. For Blake. Just for Blake.
Yeah.
She had her volume. She had her volume.
Yeah, she did.
The other characters had their volumes.
We love Blake. Yeah, so they had the chat, like, I will then, blah, blah, blah. He told that Penny and Winter are all clued in with everything in the situation, as is Aesop's. Yeah. Yeah,
so that was really interesting to me because obviously seeing Penny with Ironwood and Winter is jarring. It is.
She's just so different too, you know.
But Ironwood brought Penny to Vale in the first place.
Yes.
Ironwood was the one in the car at the end of Volume 1.
Yeah.
We know that Penny follows Ironwood around in Volume 3. You know, we know that, you know, Penny was, you know, we still don't know why Penny was built, or if it was just had to do with the Staff of Creation, or if it had to do with the Maidens. Like, we don't know Penny's...
We don't know,
or how.
Hopefully we'll find that out this volume, yes.
Yeah, but we do know that, you know, she's, in a sense, built to be this protector of the world for Ironwood. She is built...
you filled them in.
Yeah,
you filled them in.
Like that because, again, it makes sense that Ironwood, much like Ozpin, would have his own team.
Well, he needed someone to
you know, he couldn't keep it all boiled up to himself.
Exactly.
He needed to plan, he needed to sort this out. And again, Winter makes sense. He's second in command. Penny, literally machine built to be the savior of the world for him. And then his team RWBY being the Aesops.
The Aesops,
that all makes sense. So I really do like all that. Obviously, Penny is like, do you mean the relics? And Winter obviously like, do you mean the maidens? So that was all very funny. And then Ironwood's kind of like,
yeah, well,
sorry. But, you know, isn't here. I needed to do more of myself. I needed to put place in the action, brings out the relic.
And the interesting thing as well, when they talk about the Winter Maiden, and Crow says she's not a spring chicken, so the current Winter Maiden, it must be an older lady, so that's really interesting too, because we already really thought of them as being younger women, of course, but except for Raven. Yeah.
But they can keep, you know, like, for example, Raven, I don't think is currently eligible to get the maiden powers.
No.
But she's probably had them for the last 10 years, back when she probably was more eligible.
Exactly. So the Winter Maiden must have had them for years. And, and so she's in a stable condition, so... That's interesting. So that's makes me a little bit worried as well with what's going to happen, and of course with Watson, Tyrion, and eventually Cinder and Neo, with her being vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, is Cinder going to get the powers, a new set of powers? Could Neo? Could some of our heroes?
Yeah.
Obviously, there are theories around. You know, is it Willow? Is it Willow's mother? Therefore, Nicholas's.
That's
wife,
a possibility.
Therefore, Weiss's grandmother. Could it be, my personal thoughts, something to do with Nora, perhaps?
Yep, Nora's grandmother.
Not shot, but that's a possible idea I have.
Yeah.
Not that Nora would know anything about it, just coincidentally, Nora.
Yeah.
So,
Mama Shani is Winter Maiden. Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, like, yes, Winter had a reaction to where it might be someone a bit more personal to Winter, but...
I don't think it'll be
Mama
Shani.
It would explain why we haven't seen her in so long, or why we haven't seen her, period. Not so long, period. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not, in theory.
Yeah.
The thing with Rooster Teeth, they always do practice well. It's the in theory things they bait us with that's kind of like... They always execute well. Sometimes execute it well. In practice, it always is better than in theory, at least. Something that
I definitely don't think it's Mama Shani. It could be Grandma Shani. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to think it's a Grandma Shani, more than anything.
Yeah. So I expect Mama Shani to be around the same age as Raven, and Crow. So I think she will be. Yeah, maybe.
So, I'd say maybe a bit older.
Yeah.
You know, because we assume that Raven had Yang probably at 20, pretty young. We assume Raven had Yang. I'd imagine Willow probably would be a bit older.
Maybe a little older, but definitely not. I don't think she'll be old enough to be referred to as she's not a spring chicken.
Well, you say that, but again, if she has years of alcohol problems, mental problems, probably, you know, I could see her not being in good health just for a lot of things. But I guess the term spring chicken does refer to age more than necessarily health, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So I am curious if it is, or it could be someone completely new. Granted, Vernal was connected to Raven, but it's interesting too because we have no hint. We knew Vernal was going to be the spring mate. She wasn't, but we knew Vernal was. going to be the Spring Maiden just because she was side by side with Cinder in the intro.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like, if something happened to Raven and she like had died, very likely the power would have possibly gone to Vernal. That would have probably been what she would have wanted rather than go to Yang.
No, I'm sad because I miss Vernal.
Charlie likes the Nora grandma theory.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Yay.
Sorry, I'm just sad about Vernal. I'm just.
I'm sorry. Let's move along.
I was watching All Ages of Geek recently did their reactions just to hit the end of Volume 5.
Ah,
so.
right. Yes. Well,
I'm really sad now.
No. Okay, Ironwood's plan. Amity Coliseum with the big communication tower on top.
That is really cool. I really like. I like Ruby's reaction too. It's like, yeah, that is a really good plan.
That is a really good plan.
It's not a retcon. They didn't say they're going to put it into space. They're just going to put it behind the atmosphere. So it's not a gravity dust retcon. I've seen a few comments of that.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, in all, I think it's really, really cool. I liked even like Oscar's like where the Vital Festival is held because you know he probably didn't have too much access to television.
No, probably not. Yeah.
So I like that. You know. No, that was a really cool bring back Amity Arena because I really I never would have guessed that before this.
No.
The intro
Well, we're seeing it in the intro, and it was referenced when Pietro was talking about with Penny.
Yeah.
So
really
yeah,
like all that stuff.
It's good to actually to see it again and everything. After.
See, I'm not actually all that negative on the plan.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of people really give Ironwood crap. I'm actually even the Salem part. I'm actually not against.
I think the Salem part is not a good idea. I like the communication tower idea. I think that's great. But I think telling everyone about Salem is just going to create a lot of havoc and chaos, which is going to work in Salem's favor. But that's just my opinion on it. We'll see what's going to happen, but I really got a
I agree. I do.
bad vibe about that.
I don't think he should do it. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. Personally, but
that's his. That's what he thinks is the right thing to do. But
yeah, and again, it's always been to Ironwood's character.
Yeah,
there's something that I feel like these past two episodes, especially this episode, that kind of has been brought up. The idea where it's like being a hypocrite or making bad choices is a good thing for a character. You know, like Ruby lying. You know, if Yang lied, then I think there'd be a bit more of like a maybe a bit more of a critique to be worthy of. I don't think Ruby lying was that bad.
Well, that's the thing, though, and I was having a chat about it in my Discord. Ruby wasn't technically lying as such. She was saying what was the truth. She just didn't give it the whole truth. So, like she said with the relic that Osborne had told him that it grants 3 wishes and all the wishes have been used up. Osborne told them that. And also, like with the train crash and everything, Osborne did disappear after the train crash, so it wasn't linked necessarily to the train crash, but it happened around that time.
Yeah, like I don't think it's the smartest plan in the world, like Ironwood. I don't think it's the smartest plan in the world, but I'm also not super against it, and it's very in his character to do this.
Yes, and also with Ruby too, not telling him the whole truth. Like in the elevator, she mentioned that we had to be careful with what we say. Back prior, when they were in Mantle, Crow was saying, look, I don't think we can trust Ironwood in winter. So it sort of makes sense that Ruby's like, okay, I have to be really careful with what I say. I'm not going to get the whole truth yet. I'm just going to say what Ironwood needs to know, and then land down the track.
Also, that's what Yang said, not what Ruby said.
True, no more lies, no more half-truths. That's the thing, though. At this stage, they're meeting up with Ironwood. They've heard everything about him.
I mean,
and
look what happened with Leo. Look what happened with Leo as
exactly.
well. That's another big point as well.
Yeah, I did,
Yang wasn't as negative around it, but she was definitely curious. Like, what? It's like, okay, I trust you, but why would you, after all we've been through, why would you lie? Well, and again, all I'm saying is that this isn't bad writing. This isn't, or anything like that. It's, again, we'll see where it goes.
Exactly.
If the tower gets restored, if Ironwood sends out his message and Ruby still hasn't told Ironwood, then I will it'll be that was a bad call on her part. It wasn't bad writing.
Well, the thing is,
it wasn't anything like that.
If Ruby had told Ironwood that Salem is Osborne's lover, you can't defeat Salem. Osborne is not with us at the moment because he was ashamed of everything and has run off and is sulking in the corner of Oscar's mind. Like, if she had told Ironwood that, he would have flipped. It probably would have broke him, and then he might not go ahead with this plan.
You saw what happened to Crow when he found
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Ironwood has never trusted Osborne to begin with.
No.
he's super grateful and he loves the man, and he's grateful because Ironwood wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for Ozpin, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably wouldn't be the headmaster. He probably wouldn't then have been the general if it wasn't for Ozpin, you know.
Yep.
His behind the scenes antics amongst all the academies and stuff.
Yep.
You know, so Ironwood owes Ozpin everything, but again, like you said too, like, you know, Ozpin has been fighting this in secret, you know.
Yep.
Is that the right thing? I can't say.
Thing is, Ironwood might also feel used, like Crow did. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, if you think Ironwood what he's doing now is reckless, if he knows what he knows about Ozpin, he'll do everything worse. It won't make it will not make Ironwood's plan better if he knew the truth.
Yep.
You know. Now, if he knew Salem couldn't be destroyed, maybe that's possible. But RWBY could just be like, okay, well, how about this? We'll get the tower back online.
Yeah.
Then I will tell you not to do not to let your message through.
Exactly.
And again, while in theory, like Weiss and Winter were referring to, yes, it will cause havoc and panic in the short term.
Yeah.
But if in theory they do as Ironwood wants, you know, control that, get through that, having united Remnant against Salem is a good idea.
Yes.
It's just the short-term panic that will cause could be absolutely devastating.
Absolutely.
So there are pros and cons, I think.
Yeah.
Again, I don't agree that, he probably shouldn't tell the world about Salem.
But
that we've gone for so long, and what has keeping it secret really done?
Yeah.
You know?
Be interesting how it goes.
There are characters like Ironwood, characters like Raven, I just love, because they're so hypocritical, they're so complex, but I love that. I really enjoy that. A lot of people don't, as I've come to learn. Fair enough.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how we go and moving forward and such. And we end up telling him the whole truth and everything. But yeah, it definitely makes sense to me as to why RWBY didn't tell the whole truth. And Ironwood, we know, even though he appears okay and everything, he's not in a great state of mind right now. So
going to divide people, some people will side with Salem. Well, I think all that Ironwood would say is just, hey, there's a being out there that controls the Grim.
Yeah.
Let's go kill her.
Yes.
That's all. I think that's all he wants to say.
Yeah, is to say that there is someone.
I don't know how much more he knows about, because again, you know, apart from Ozpin, and even Ozpin probably didn't know all of what Jin revealed. Yeah. You know, because he wouldn't know some of that stuff. You know, how much more does Ironwood know other than Salem is a being that exists that controls the Grim? That's all Raven knew.
Yeah.
And it was enough to set her, crazy. So I'm interested to see, obviously, like, Ironwood talked about the dust embargo and the closing of borders and all that kind of stuff.
He says, no, it doesn't look good. It's like, no, it doesn't look good.
Yang's like, it's like, why, why continue it? You know, people are mental hurting, it's just making people hate you. And I really, again, while it's still selfish, because Ironwood still only thinking about himself. Yeah. Like, it's like, it's a risk I'm willing to take. It's like, well, yeah, but that's still not mentioning the people of Mantle who are still suffering. But I do still like that kind of, it's like, I don't care if the world hates me. If we can defeat Salem, that's worth it. And I'm like,
exactly,
I respect that.
And I just remembered as well, something, I mentioned it very brief, my reaction, and I forgot to go back and discuss it, so I'll discuss it now. What Ironwood reminds me of as well, in the fact, like, he's trying to do what he thinks is right to protect his people, even if they hate him for it. So that reminded me a lot of Logan in Fable 3. I'm not sure if you have played Fable 3.
I'm not familiar, but
no. So with the situation with that, Logan is the king of the city, and you play the character which is the brother or sister, younger brother or sister. So Logan is seen as a tyrant, and he's doing all these horrible things, so child labor and everything, and he's boosting up the military and all of that. So it all seems like he's a big tyrant and everything, and everyone hates him. But as you find later on in the game, there's a reason as to why he's doing that. And that's because he knows there's a threat coming. So he knows of this, I can't remember what they're called, but they're like shadow things, very similar to Grim in a way. But yeah, there's this big evil coming, and he knows it's coming. So he's trying to prepare the city and protect the people for when it comes. But his way of doing that, of course, is suppressing the people and boosting up the military. So everyone hates him, but his main goal is just to protect the city. So when you take over, you got the choice. You can either continue doing what he's doing, or you can help the people, but at the cost of not being prepared for when the shadows come.
Well, see, that's really interesting because that reminds me a lot of Ozpin in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
One of the big things, I guess, theories, you know, around, you know, like why Salem is doing what she's doing now. And it's interesting, too, that Ironwood mentioned, you know, Ozpin has held her back time and time again, which is interesting. That's the first time we kind of got a reference of what Salem's been doing in the past.
Yes.
You know, before, you know, since the past. So that's interesting that, you know, Ironwood has been holding her back for years.
Been holding her back for years and years, but
you get, to an extent, Ozpin's doing the same as well. There are people out there like Hazel, like possibly Salem, but particularly like Hazel, that despise Ozpin for sending children to their death to fight Salem. That's very similar because, you know, Ozpin is doing, you know, what probably could be considered, I've always considered to be a pretty messed up thing, you know, training. Obviously, maybe in the context of the world, not so much. But, you know, I get where Hazel coming from. It's like, that's why one of my favorite lines from Hazel is, how many more children have to die for you? I think that's a line that's very underrated. So I love that line so much because I thought that was going to be Salem's motivation for so long, but it ended up being Hazel's motivation. So yeah, that's a similar way in Ozpin, you know. So Ironwood and Ozpin, again, I think are more alike than I think either of them realize.
Definitely. And it just made me think of that when I was watching the episode, and it's like, yeah, this reminds me a lot of Logan, where he knows there's a big evil coming, so he's preparing to protect his people, but at the cost of his people hating him, and in the end, him being overturned.
It's kind of one of those things where, I might get some flack for saying this, I could also see, I don't feel this, but I can see where people have that perception of Jacques.
Oh, yeah. You
know, because, you know, how he's doing it is horrible, but again, he's providing a resource, he's providing technology, he's providing wealth to a kingdom. You know, that is not bad.
How he's doing it.
It's the methods he's doing it, and just, again, I think his general personality doesn't help.
No.
You know, for sure, where, you know, where it comes off, you know, worse. But that doesn't mean that Jacques doesn't do some good for the world. You know, like, or even Adam, you know, there was, you know, there might have been a time where, again, he was for the fairness and he wanted to do the right. But the methods don't justify the means or the end in the scenario. But there is always positive and negative to look in everything, you know.
And they usually have a reason for doing the things the way they're doing it. And I say with Ironwood, he just believes that he's doing the right thing. He believes what he's doing is right. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is right.
Charlie mentioned that's why Die is such an important song. That's same with
and Sacrifice.
And Time to Sacrifice and Time to Say Goodbye. All three of those songs are all about Volume 2, are all about children being sent to their death. In a sense.
All dying for sacrifice.
Dying for a cause that they don't even realize they're fighting for. I'd love to see some of those old songs come back as like scores.
Yeah, we never know.
To that. I'm always hoping for stuff like that. Like, as much as I love hearing new songs, which I think I have a feeling we might get a new song this episode.
Well, we haven't had one yet besides the intro.
So I'm feeling this might be like a montagey episode. I'm getting the vibe of.
Before we jump into what we're thinking with the next episode as well, so right sort of near the end of the discussion with Ironwood and everything, they talk about new weapons.
So more to talk about the.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, there's not too much. We talked about the communication tower and stuff. And Ruby's not telling Ironwood everything. So there was the discussion about so they're going to help. They've agreed to help Ironwood with his plan. And, of course, they're going to be equipped with new weapons.
At least as far as rebuilding the tower, I think.
Yeah. That's going to help them with that. I thought it was funny how they showed Blake's weapon in the little hologram. And Blake's like, oh, God.
and they did a really simple, neat thing, too, where they swapped the camera perspective. That's something Ruby hasn't done too often. And it's always a bit like, come on, just change the camera perspective just so it looks like it's from a security cam, rather than just re-showing the exact same scene as if it's from a security cam. Like they did with Glinda back in Volume 4 when Yang was on TV. They just re-showed the scene. It's like, come on, can you just change the perspective a little bit? So yeah, that was neat. Also, just to backtrack a tiny bit, the Oscar did reveal himself to be Ozpin, you know. Last time it didn't really work with Leo, so they've kind of gone for the other perspective this time. And, you know, whereas with Leo, you know, it was Ozpin's decision to keep that secret. Whereas this time it was Oscar, and he's like, no, this time I'm going to tell him.
Exactly.
We kept it from Leo last time, which which was a good decision, but didn't really matter in the end. So this time I'm just going to, Ozpin is here, you know.
And I like how Crow introduced him as well, said Oscar is the next Ozpin. So
like
rather than saying he is Ozpin, he's like, he's the next Ozpin.
To the Ruby's lie and stuff, where it's like, you know, well, we don't know what Ozpin isn't here anymore, but he's not. But I like Ironwood, that's the worst news yet. but you're
Yeah.
safe here in Atlas. Maybe we can work together to bring Oz back. So I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I
You
like
know,
that as well.
You
Yeah.
know that Oscar isn't going to be a part of, you know, I'm assuming going to go get the materials
Yeah.
to rebuild the tower, because I assume that's what the mine is. They're going to go
I
get
think
the
so.
resources.
Yeah, we'll see.
Actually, like, you know, because maybe the communication needs a particular kind of dust crystal in order to actually make communications work.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, Ironwood said
Maybe.
there's still a lot of work to be done to it's functional, so there's still
So I
things
assume
they
that's
need
what
to
we're
do.
doing. We're going to be going and we're going to do some fetch quests in order to rebuild the tower. That's my assumption.
Yeah. They met with Aesop's outside. I thought that was really good, and they're all apologetic. And I like the one where she comes and shakes Ruby's hand.
Can I just one more thing before we get to
Yeah.
that? Sorry. Ironwood gives Ruby back the relic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And saying that, you know, it's like, I think it's safest people who brought you here. This is just one more sign of my trust. Now,
Yes.
when I first saw this, I was like, okay. But I've been saying for a year that the point of getting to Alice was to get the relic into the vault.
Yeah, I would have thought so as well. Yeah.
But when I thought about it a few more times, like, well, they probably can't open the vault at the moment because the maiden's in no condition to actually open the vault.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And we assume that Ruby doesn't have the relic on her in future episodes in a new outfit. I don't think she does.
Nothing I noticed in what we've seen, but we'll see what it's like in the
There might be a little
episode.
bit more to that. But I do like that idea. And again, it's like, maybe here's the relic, you go put it in the vault or something like that. So
yeah.
I was a bit like confused first when I first saw it, but then I thought about it more, like, no, okay, no, that still does make sense. Like, that works. And again, you brought it here, it is your relic, you do with it as you wish.
Yeah.
If you want to go put it in the vault, then by all means go ahead.
Yeah.
It could be interpreted like that.
Yeah. And basically it's
Aesop's, go.
Aesop's, yeah. So yeah, I really liked the introduction with them. We got to meet them a bit more. I love the dog fauners guy.
Marrow.
Yeah, he was really cool. I loved with the tail wagging, it's funny.
Yeah.
And just the bickering between them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of them, and I'm happy that we're going to get to see more of them.
Do you know all the inspirations yet?
No, I'm not very familiar with the what's it called?
Tales.
Aesop's Tales, yeah.
Yeah. So the Lucky Fisherman. So obviously Clover is good luck.
Yep.
Harriet Bree, tortoise in the hair.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep, she was referred to as hair. Yep.
Also, she's cute as fuck.
She's really adorable.
and I don't know if it's because she has the open pant legs.
Yeah.
She'd be thick.
Yeah.
Very cute, thick, petite. Awesome, lovely design. Reminds me a bit of Vanille as well, actually. I did get a bit of
I did get a bit of a Vanille vibe from her.
So tortoise in the hair. Clover is the Lucky Fisherman. Elm, which is the big lady.
Yep.
I believe. Yes, Elm. I believe she's from a story called The Elm and the Vine, but I'm not too sure what that story is about.
Yep.
Then Vine is the monk guy.
Yep.
So
yep.
Elm and the Vine, so they're possibly a couple, or at least partners to some degree, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Marrow, who is not the boy who cried wolf. He is the dog in the reflection, which is the story of a dog who has a bone in his mouth and goes to a lake and sees his reflection, drops the bone to try to pick up the bigger bone from the reflection.
Yeah.
Then obviously has nothing because he dropped his bone to grab the bigger bone.
Yeah.
So there's still betrayal vibes in that one, possibly, with like the boy, like he going to get something more with Watts, then ends up getting nothing in the end. So like the boy cried wolf. So Marrow is still definitely questionable, and he clearly doesn't like, you know, a bunch of students, you know, pretending to be huntsmen. Whereas Clover was more like, you know, you kids have been out on the road for a year. You know, you guys are clearly as skilled, if not as, you know, clearly as skilled as we are. And Harriet's like, well, yeah, and I'm really curious to see how skilled you are. And then like, well, not everything's competition hair because tortoise in the hair.
Tortoise in the hair.
So all that really quick, really cute, really cool. Got a really good sense of all their characters very quickly.
I've got a bit of a sense. I'm not sure if it's just, as Kaylee refers to it, as my gator, but I got a feeling there might be some LGBT characters in their group as well. I just got that sense of feeling, so I'm interested to see.
Please tell me if I'm wrong. A really big buff lady does give me a bit more of a LGBT vibe.
Yes.
Stereotypically, of course.
Yeah.
Again, short hair for Harriet. Again, I know I'm jumping to a lot of stereotypes and conclusions here, but I'm just.
I just got that vibe from them, so
I'm agreeing with you. I am.
Yes.
Possibly. Clover, I could see possibly. I guess Marrow, maybe not. But again, again, assumptions and stereotypes. I apologize. And Vine, I could see Vine being nothing. You know, just completely
non-binary or
asexual or something to that degree. Yeah, non-binary. Yeah. So yeah, but
interesting.
Yeah,
I just got that vibe, but we'll just see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing again is the Elm and the Vine connection between the monk and the big lady. They might have some connection, possibly.
Yeah.
But it could just be a partnership, not necessarily a relationship. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, as Charlie said, they're in the story, they're dependent on each other.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. So very interested to see how more, because again, they seem to be really important. So I'm curious to how much we're going to get of them.
Well, that sort of goes in. We already sort of talked about Penny and the Academy and everything. What we've seen so far. So this is a bit of a spoiler, of course. But we know the thumbnail, the title, and the description for episode 3. Have you seen this? Yes. Cool. So
yes, and I've also seen a GIF that RWBY Twitter have also
yes,
out.
yeah, I saw that as well. So, which wasn't really spoiler, but it's hinting at what we're going to get. So,
if you knew the description, then this wasn't the GIF meant nothing.
So,
especially this
thumbnail shows Ruby in a new outfit. One, and then the GIF we saw posted by the official Ruby page was Ruby, Nora, and Jean opening up boxes. Yep. But you just see their expression, so you can't see what's in the box. But
so it's delivery of their new outfits.
So that was really interesting.
Which I'm interesting if we're going to get a time skip now, where they've just been putzing around the academy for some time.
I think it might be the next day, but don't know.
Well, I don't. It depends how fast do Elysian scientists work.
Yeah, because they were pretty poot by the end of this episode.
And again, I'm just saying, I think we might need some time skips. And again, if Neil and Cinder are that far behind, if they are, I don't know if they are or not.
Yeah, well, that's it. We don't know exact timeline with them.
But if we assume they're a few weeks behind, then we might need some time skips in order to.
They'll catch up eventually.
But we'll see.
We'll see. But it looks like we're definitely going to get the new outfits. And then it mentioned about the going out with their Aesops to sort of
kind of because again, these
to
are
the tundra.
Roughly 2nd to 3rd year students time wise.
Yeah.
So let's see, and we're proper huntsmen.
Yeah.
So let's kind of see, and this is cool too. I think something that again people haven't mentioned enough. That people kept asking, can we see more actual huntsmen? Here you go.
Here's we got 5 of them.
Graduated huntsmen. Granted, military huntsmen. So they're a bit more like winter.
They've joined the military and the special ops. Yeah. Hydrate.
Chomp. Oh, that is warmed up. That's warmed up considerably in the last hour. So it'd be really cool. I'm hoping for some more, just some subtle slice of life stuff. Some a conversation here or there. Obviously, the new outfits and stuff.
Hopefully,
it's 17 minutes, so I love we get some half slice of life. Then we get a bit of a training montage.
I saw some people complaining about the length of the episode. The last 2 have been 18 minutes. So
I'm glad they're consistent. I'm glad they're staying around the same time.
I think it's good.
17 to 18 minutes. It's about the same.
That's good.
I'm much rather than be consistent than have 20-minute episodes and then a 13-minute episode. If they want to stick around the 16, 18-minute mark, okay, fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I think that's great. Again, so far, I haven't noticed that I've completely, the length of the episodes have been completely not apparent to me watching them.
I just feel God, that went by really quickly.
So we get all that. Obviously, Penny shows them around, and then I just love where it's Ren's so we're just staying in the dorms again?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
After all this, and we're just getting put back in school. It's but it'll be like Beacon again. Which, Penny, you should not say that. That's bad. Don't you say that.
And then Nora just collapses.
And they're all exhausted because again, this
has been a long day.
This is the same day they fought the Colossus.
Yes.
And the Leviathan.
And Adam.
So it's all been that one day. So
yeah,
I'm glad they did, because I was kind of wondering about that. So I'm glad they did kind of reference. Yeah, they're all exhausted.
They're all pretty exhausted. Yeah.
We did see an Atlas Academy student and stuff. In the background of this scene and the scene before, there was a little panel.
Yes. Oh, yes, I did look at that
info.
Yep.
I couldn't read it at the time, but I did see some images afterwards. Okay, so I think confirmed that Jacques is running for the council, much like Robin.
Yep.
So that's the electoral debate. So we're gonna know that. I think there is a party before the election.
Yep.
So we could we actually might fucking get a ball.
Yes, again.
I can't believe that.
I know people have been wanting that.
And hate that at the same time. So I just really did not think we'd get that. I want it, but I just really didn't think we'd get it. So that's a possibility. I don't remember what else was mentioned.
I read it in
and there
video.
Could be a party.
Yeah, I can't remember what the other one was now. But yeah. So that's interesting too.
Then we jump back down to Mantle, and we see
Yes. Oh, yes.
Watts walking around the city. Lovely new outfit. I can't tell what the hell it is.
I'm not entirely happy with his coat. I just thought it looked really weird. You'll see it in my reaction, like, what is he wearing?
Really tell, I couldn't really tell what exactly was happening, like what was overlapping what, how it came together. Like, it just looked like a pattern more than an actual come together.
It's an election watch party. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. But I like the hood.
Yeah.
For sure. I at least like the hood. Again, as you saw, I drew the hood, so there you go.
Yes.
There's the hood. So you see him walking around, he designed the mental code, which you kind of expected.
Yeah.
Making the Black Queen Violet. That's right. And
Penny was Employee of the Month. That's great.
Yeah. So he was hacking all the stuff in Mantle, walking around. That was all we were talking about. What if we're seen? What if we're recognized? Like, no, we can't be in one place. We have to keep moving around.
And Tyrion's just going stabby stab in the background.
It was actually really funny because because it sounds to me like it's a mic muffle. Like, it sounds to me like it's just a.
But it also you can hear a bit ching ching also.
Well, it's so funny because when I first heard it, all I heard was the camera go down.
Yeah.
A mic muffle and Tyrion walk out of the room. I'm like, was that like an audio glitch? What happened? I really don't understand what happened. Then I went back and listened to it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You can hear him stabbing.
He's struggling. I can hear stabbing. I can see. Oh, I can see. Oh, okay. I can see blood. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry. And I just love like well, I guess we all have our talents. And just as he's walking away, like you can see like his hands, just like I'm kind of not that my avatar's covering my hand, like just like he's just like that kind of like just like,
yeah.
Oh, I love it. Just he's walking away and the tail wraps around and stuff.
Yeah. What's it's going to hack the election results? Very likely. Yeah.
Put Jock in power, thinking that that's a worse situation for Atlas.
Well, that's the thing too.
I don't think Jock's in cahoots. Like Jock, maybe with Watts, but definitely not with Salem.
Nah. He's all for himself, so.
Yeah, like the amount of people I've seen that Whitley might have connection to Salem. Like obviously, back in the day, we had the W and Volume 4, so we kind of thought that might have been it. Then it's
definitely Watts. So Watts was behind everything with the hacking of the of everything to do with the Vital Tournament too.
And that also brings up the idea that the idea, because people are like, well, why wasn't Penny and Ruby's scene more emotional when they reunited? The consensus people have come to is that, well, maybe Penny will get hacked and we'll get that drama later. Now,
well, there was still Ruby was still happy to see, and there was a bit of emotion there. So yeah.
So here's my thoughts on that. One, Watts does say particularly that none of these while security is updated in Atlas, not in Mantle.
Yep.
Assuming that he probably can't hack Atlas stuff, at least
not yet.
As well if he hacks Mantle. Yeah. He might learn it in the coming episodes for sure.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, Penny would be the most advanced Atlas code. Period.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's that hackable, despite what people suggest. I'm not saying she could be, but I'm just saying in theory right now I'd say so.
I don't think she would be, but we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Not that she would. Not that she's not going to be. It's like I just don't think she necessarily. Yeah. So then people ask, well, why would you give information of the relics and the maiden to a robot that can be hacked? And so, one, the villains already know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter if she gets hacked. They know all this already. You could argue they don't know where the relics are, but they probably have a pretty good idea.
Yep.
Two, you can torture someone and get information out of a human just as easy as you can hack a robot.
And I guess also, if you remember, yes, she's a robot, but she also has a soul. So she's not all just code and everything. She does have a soul and a being as well. So
yeah, so like in the world of Remnant, that could all tie to your soul more so than. Again, like the code, like all the code and techno stuff could just be her body moving, but her mind, her thoughts,
and everything.
Related,
it's a soul.
Depending on how Remnant works or how you religiously believe in the real world, how thoughts and feelings and all that stuff works.
I see what you're saying, Charlie. Yeah, definitely. Well,
so I think that actually might be about.
One thing I want to mention too. So, with tomorrow's episode, which I'm so excited to watch because new outfits and everything. But also, I think we'll also find out what Ruby's gift was for Yang. That was hinted at the start of Volume 6.
I still think it's the glasses.
I think it's the glasses too.
Why would Atlas give Yang glasses unless they're techno glasses and have like a HUD and stuff?
Ooh,
which would be interesting because we do know they exist with like aura readings and stuff. So that'd be interesting if the glasses could like read people's auras and stuff.
Well, it's like you know, from after the fall, how Fox has the technology as well to help him with being unable to see. So
that's true.
That's
true. Yeah. So I think we're going to see that. I'm very excited to see all the new outfits. Again, I'm just hoping for. I could sit here and see forever about things I'd want to happen in a slice of life.
Yes.
You know,
yes, the sunglasses.
Ren getting back at his dagger.
Yeah.
Nora doing a thing. Bumblebee maybe doing a thing.
I think we're going to see
White and John having a moment. Ruby and Oscar maybe having. Well, Oscar's probably not getting a new outfit, but Oscar and Ruby maybe. Ruby and John. You know, there's so much potential there. Nora with possible haircuts. Blake and Ruby, Blake and Weiss, Nora and Weiss. Like, you know, there's so much potential for moments, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm trying not to think about it because, again, apart from Weiss and Winter, Ruby doesn't have the best track record of making really good emotional payoffs and like little moments like this. I feel.
Well, I felt we got it in like Volume 5 with the dinner and everything, and I really loved that scene. So I'm hoping we get something very similar to this with the new outfits, and they're interacting with each other and everything. So, and
I mean, again, considering I imagine they brought in the new writer.
Yes.
Kay Burkhart. I know that. Kay Burkhart. I know that. Clearly, they brought her in to do these more longer dialogue heavy things that, again, Miles and Carrie have been criticised for in the past. For dragging on a bit for certain things. Yes. I swear to God, if they have like a hairdresser and it's voiced by Texas, I'll so happy. I haven't watched Always Open in a few seasons, but that would still just be amazing. That would be great. Also, Caden, I don't know if people are familiar with Caden on Twitter, but he keeps she. Oh, that big bad she, formerly she now.
Yes.
Keeps talking about Ruby a lot. Maybe it's the first time I followed her during the season. She talked about Ruby a lot. She was teasing voice acting stuff earlier in the year. She then, like, you know, it's like, guys, calm down. I work on Inside Gaming. I do the voices for Inside Gaming. I'm like, okay, fine. That's
okay,
fine. If Caden shows up in RWBY, that'll be another one I'm really happy for as well. But they're clearly like going to Funimation, like going to getting all their talent and stuff for their new voices. Like all the Aesops are all like pretty well known voice actors. And stuff from like Funimation dubs and stuff like that. So.
Well, I think that's about it. Anyone want to ask us anything before we wrap up the stream? Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please comment in the comments below, and we'll answer when we can.
Especially if there's anything we missed, any thoughts you guys have, please let us know. I'm sure there's probably stuff in the Ironwood conversation we probably missed, but which we were trying not to go through the episode super chronologically. I know we did in the end, but you know. We kind of jump around, kind of just have fun of it, but
it's been good.
A thing or two.
For
sure.
Kylie Curran from Dr. Sleep.
Ooh, interesting. Not too familiar with Dr. Sleep, but I'll definitely look into it, and I'll see maybe if.
What about that voice actor that was hinted as being the female voice actor everyone was harping about?
Christina V.
Yes.
I assume is going to be Robin.
Right. Okay, because she wasn't one of the Aesops. I was going to ask. So
no, she wasn't one of the Aesops. I'm trying to think. I know Dawn Bennett, who is Elm, the big lady. I recognize her from stuff. She's very good friends with Elizabeth Maxwell, who does Winter. They're both Kale and Cauliflower from Dragon Ball Super. Two female Saiyans.
Yes.
And I think Dawn was in. Dawn was in. Previously in RWBY, she voiced someone else, but I don't remember who. But she's done a minor character before. This isn't her first time in RWBY, which they're doing this film. I think first time ever they're reusing voice actors from previous minor characters, like Dr. Merlot and Pietro having the same voice actor. So, trying to think. So Dawn's the only one I really recognized from the Aesops, off the top of my head, at least.
So Christina V probably was going to be voicing, So I tagged you in an article about RWBY and Dr. Sleep. Did you on Twitter?
So Christina, I imagine, will voice Robin. Christina is well known for voicing Ladybug in The Miraculous Ladybug, I think. Yes. Dawn was Ren's mum. That's correct. That's Arn.
That's right.
Previously.
Was it the other day, Charlie? I think I did see that, actually.
yeah, so, and Christina's done a lot of other stuff as well. Former fiance for one, Nate Wants to Battle, who I really want to do RWBY covers one day. Please! Oh, I still wish I went to PAX Australia and went and saw Nate. Apparently not many people showed up to his concert, so I was really sad.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, so I'm really mad because I really would like to have gone and he did an acoustic.
Oh, here we go.
And,
I found it.
Yes. Yeah, so Christina V, yes, voice actress, cosplayer, I think, to a degree. Pretty.
I'm not sure, not that I'm aware of, but yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Very sexy cosplayer, if she is. Anyway, so yeah, so I assume she'll show up here. I mean, Willow perhaps, but I think Robin's probably a good chat. Also, the video I mentioned.
Yes.
Last week on Corner of Remnant. About
yeah, I saw you post that.
Robin's fighting style and the Monty Ohm animation reel. That tweet blew up. Pretty well. It has been not debunked, but that choreography has been used from Death Battle stuff.
That just still doesn't mean it's being used in RWBY yet.
Of course, that's true. So yes, I'm still curious if there's any. I will say that Melanie Stone did like that tweet.
All right.
Don't know how much more that means. Melanie, obviously one of the assistant lead fight animators for RWBY. Also, all the RWBY animators have been releasing their fight demos for Volume specifically.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, I give Melanie a lot of credit, and she's amazing. Obviously, Kim did work a little bit recently, who's now working for bloody the people who make God of War. Yes. Jesus Christ, congratulations, Kim. I want to see her do fight choreography for the next God of War game. That's incredible. Yeah, so I always give a lot of props to Melanie, who's like you know, as far as I'm aware, like the fight animator for RWBY. But Matt Durry, Austin Hardwick, some of the other animators have been releasing what they worked on for Volume 6, and it's like, wow. They all really worked on all the really good fight scenes. Yeah. You know, like just like the scenes they showed, like some of the good choreography that I assumed was Melanie's was actually these other guys and stuff. Not that Melanie's stuff was also amazing. It was. So yeah, the animation crew they have at RWBY right now for the fights is really. I mean, watch episode 1. Yeah. It was really, really good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. So the only thing I think we haven't really seen yet is just music. Yeah. Not that the scores haven't been amazing. They've been great. Yeah. Really curious to see what little music things we will get from Miss Casey and Mr. Jeff Williams. Yes. Very excited. Well, at the same time, Trust Love is also. I mean, no. Open Up Your Eyes. I'm still betting it's Open Up Your Eyes.
I think it's Trust Love, but we'll see.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's also really good. So I guess we have seen the music. What the fuck am I even saying anymore?
Well, that's the only song we've had so far. There's been some really nice score pieces that I liked, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just going into Mantle was a really good score piece. I'm trying to think from this again. I'm sure there were scores from this episode, but again, I haven't.
There was the one at the end I really liked when Penny was showing them through Atlas Academy, and also in the end credits.
Yeah, that was very nostalgic. That felt like very old school. Yeah. RWBY, like again, like at with Atlas coming into Beacon and stuff, very much so.
Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. Yep. Yes. Thank everyone for watching, and of course we'll see you next week for Chapter 3. Yes.
I forgot. Wait, we did say what the episode was called. I forgot what the episode was called.
Aesop's, I think.
Is it called Aesop's? Okay, fair enough.
I might be wrong, but I believe that's what I saw.
Yeah, Reddit, open up. This episode was of course called A New Approach. I don't
think we mentioned that, but yeah. Which was of course a line that Ironwood said as well. Needed a new approach.
Yeah. Which again, like I don't disagree with him. You know, Osbin's thing really hasn't, you know, and that's we go back to volumes 2. You know, Ironwood was always like, come on, let's just go get rid of the Mountain Glen stuff. Now, while Osbin was there was a bigger threat at foot. You know, if they went and I mean, to be fair, the Mountain Glen was only delayed what they were going, or only forwarded their plans really. Yeah. To what they end up doing at the Vital Festival, because I assumed it was all going to happen at once. Like, all the Mountain Glen stuff and Vital Festival was going to happen at once. Yeah. But it didn't end up happening, but it ended up all working out the same in the end. Where is this link to the episode? Reddit, you are failing me.
I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. Fine, Aesop's, sure.
It is Aesop's? Hey.
No, I have no idea. I just couldn't find it. Oh yeah, her leg fell off last night.
Oh yeah. Poor Weisfu.
I don't know. I don't know. I was just sitting here, and damn it, this is the wrong side. I was just sitting here, and I just heard what was that? Look back, didn't see wife. Look down, her leg was off. It was like when friggin' Buzz fell in Toy Story and his arm came off.
Yes. Poor Weisfu.
Yeah.
And plug it now.
That's it. There we go.
So praise Waifu and the Great One. And we'll see you all next week for chapter 3. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
See everyone. Bye.